the Institute for Fiscal Studies today saying that the next Scottish government will struggle to pay for giveaways such as free university tuition and prescriptions. The IFSC expects the rise in funding for Holyrood, largely from Westminster, to slow significantly over the next few years. So whoever wins in May is going to have to either raise taxes or cut spending elsewhere to keep some of the headline commitments that have been made since devolution. So free bus passes for young people, free personal care, all these sorts of things that I guess have become part and parcel of the devolution deal. There are going to be big numbers in play here. We need some honesty, don't we?
The problem with that, though, is that the rules of the game are not really set up to have a decent conversation about tax in Scotland, because we effectively have created a situation under devolution where we have devolved the responsibility for spending money but not for raising money. It does come down to, well, that's fine. If you want to do anything to tax at all, you have to tell us what you're going to cut. Which old person are you going to kill for that 1 pence tax cut? And I'm not even actually being facetious, to be honest. That is the level of debate that we get. Any sensible person in the street, and frankly, all sensible people at Holyrood, when you speak to them privately, they realise that we cannot continue to run the country like this, right? You can't just continue to pretend that money comes out of nowhere.
Universities are the best example, aren't they, of that, where institutions are kind of crumbling under the weight of not having enough money coming in.
Universities are a perfectly good example, but there's any number of other examples of where we have created a situation where we just have this sweetie jar culture where we think we can keep dipping into the sweetie jar and get all the free stuff without any sort of consequence at all. It can't last. It's not sustainable. And we can't continue to make fools of people by making them think that we can continue to put our hands in the sweetie jar and get away with it.